Right, Hoodoo Hex. It's quite AR sensitive. You want an AR of 3. This is 1.2, 3.6, which is 18 gauge 964, and that's non-tarnished copper. Inside there is a 3mm bead. Now this is the same gauge in stainless, and because of the spring back on stainless, it still works, but you need a 4mm bead on that one. I've tried it with a 3.1 1mm, which is this one. Can't get bead to stay in that, and it's a little bit loose, so it does really need a 3mm on that. I've also tried it with a 2.8 1mm, which is nice and tight. Can't get a bead in. It is a little bit, it's not as fluid as a 3.6, you can see that, but then you can see how bendy that is. Really nice and fluid. So what I will do is to show you how I start it off, which is to just anchor. I mean, I use a ring, you can use a bit of card, or if you've got one of those credit card type things. Sorry, I've got Pug panting beside me. You can use one of them, but you just need to anchor the first part of the weave, because as you know, they're not easy to start, some of these weaves. Right, so we've got just 2 rings on, closed, and then 2 more closed rings off of there, so 1 by 1, 1 by 1, and we're just going to make some Mobius. So what you want to do is your Mobius need to go in the opposite directions. So with this one, we're going up to the top and then through, and ring placement is key. Okay, so we've got 1. So we've got Mobius that's leaning towards the left. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit. And then the other one, that was in from the top. You might have your own ways of doing this. And the other one's coming up through the bottom, picking up them in there. So if you have a look now, they'll be facing the opposite directions. They're facing each other basically, and it's these top 2 rings, that one and that one, that we're going to be working off of. So take another ring, just pick up that one, pick up that one, and then close in there. Just bring that back a bit. Now what we need to do is to start, it will start stabilising in a minute. We need to put a ring through this eye in here. So I don't know whether you can see that. Let's see if I can get in. So that's one we just added, this one here, and there's a little eye just in there, and that's where we're going to put the next ring. I might have to pick this up. Yeah. So we're going in, through there. Right, that's the last ring we added, and our new ring going in through there. and then close. Now we want to do the same on the other side. So we're going in there. So you're going to have two rings facing each other in a minute. So just in that eye, in there. Sometimes you need a little bit of a wiggle, but it will go. Okay. So you've now got two rings facing each other, and we're going to work off of these two rings now. So we're going to basically start again. So instead of using your big ring, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're following on there from these. So you're going to put one on there. I thought it would be good and open all my rings, but now they've just all got messed up. One on there, and then we create our Mobius again. I'm just going to take that out a little bit. Might be a bit easier. Okay, so we're going to do the Mobius again. one way, one the other way. So in there, no. Okay, so in there, down through there. That's one. And this one we're going to come up from the bottom. So we're going to pick that one up. And we're going to come up through there. So again, you've got one going that way, one going that way, and they're the two we're going to be picking up, the top two. So pick that one up, and we pick that one up, and you should see the pattern a lot easier now. And we close. Now, what we're going to do is, you can do this two ways. You can either put your bead in before you add that ring, which sometimes I find easier, or you can put your bead in afterwards. Just hold that there. No, I'm not, because I'm starting to fiddle and faff. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put my bead in there. And then I'm going to pick that one up. And then I'm going to pick the other one up. Alright, just do that again. So the bead's in the middle. Picking that one up. And picking that one up and close. Alright, now that will pop out if we don't put the next couple of rings in. So again, we're going through there. Sometimes you need to give it a little bit of a wiggle. Okay, through that one. Then we're going through that one. Just there. So you can see that's your first unit on there. And all you do is now is just continue on. So you're going to add one there, one there. You're doing your Mobius again. So up through the top, through there, up through the bottom, and close, bead in the middle, pick up the top two rings, just chuck that one away, pick up that one, pick up that one, and close. Then we've got a ring through there, and then this side a ring through there. So that's your Hoodoo Hex. And what I'll do is I'll just set up and then I'll show you how to continue it to make it wider.